back in the Braidwood district. I built a very large stone house for a client who was right into shooting with his German mates. They'd come out regularly to what we call Talagander Forest, up behind Majors Creek, which is in turn close to Braidwood. And he told me the story when he went shooting. They shot this pig one evening, and they decided to leave the pig there because it was a cold, frosty night, so it would be nice still for fresh in the morning. And they came back and couldn't find this pig, and they looked everywhere. And one of their mates decided to look up in the trees, and here's their pig 30 foot up this bloody gum tree. Of course, that got them all a little bit concerned, and they couldn't get it, unfortunately, just get their meat back. But it spurred Andreas, the fellow who was my client. He had a mate who was right into making documentaries, and somehow word got through to contact me and see if I can help him out in locating where these, well, potential cats can be found. And I did a lot of asking around town, and I came across more stories about cats than I anticipated, right down to many sightings, to actually one fella actually got a cast, several casts from this cat that was hanging around through those ranges. Anyway, this documentary, going back to the documentary maker, he contacted me, and he asked me, what's going on. We'd like to come out and find out a bit more what's happening in the area. And I told him this story, and he said, right, if you can get right on it and narrow it down to an actual location, we'll come out. So I continued with the search, and as I said, lots of information, more information. And eventually I came across a gentleman who's ex-army, gone up the back of, bought a property up the back of the Shoalhaven River, the what do they call it, the far reaches of Shoalhaven River. And I did actually speak to him on the phone from memory, and he said, oh look, this cat, we see it all the time, and it's quite regular. And of course, Noel Harrington, who's also out there, another friend of ours, he said, he quite regularly sees them. And obviously hasn't needed to move far because it was always in the same location, living off, there was plenty of roos and wallabies out there. And I spoke to the filmmaker, and he said, right, I'll be out. And unfortunately, I never got any feedback on actually whether he came up trumps, but he's certainly given a good lead, and it would have been very easy to follow up. And of course, the stories still continue to this day, regarding sightings from my brother to seeing carcasses on the ground, just unusual occurrences which you wouldn't normally see in the bush at times. So that's that one part of the story. I can tell you that it was certainly active and still killing. Well, let's say it's still consuming wildlife, to pigs, to you name it. So there's no doubt in my mind, after all the stories from that little exercise, yes, you can't deny the fact. Not that I've ever seen one myself, but it's convincing enough from really honest, true people who don't have to make up stories. That's not their character. So yes, it'll be interesting to see how Rambo comes up with a bit of filming, because I'm sure enough it will happen one day and we'll get the full evidence.